How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Cedar Cove Farm. It's a beautiful sunny day out here, and that means got some work to do. Well, a little smudge on the lens. Hopefully that's clear for you guys to see. Today I am going out. I'm going to learn how to fix our high tensile fencing. So we have a couple different breaks in the fence from deer. Last year in a derecho we had a tree fall on some fencing, and just some other breaks. So I'm gonna go out and try and fix those up, but I figured everyone loves the chickens. They're hanging out today, so let's go say hi to them first. You can see Rocky likes to follow me around. It's been pretty hot lately, so they've been staying inside a lot more, but they're out right now, so I figured let's say hi. So now we're gonna go inside here, and we're gonna take the gator, but before I can get the gator out, we have some new animals on the farm. Let's see if I can find one. They're very good at hiding. Very good. Which is the problem. So we got some barn cats, well, barn kittens. The problem is down in here in the gator, they decided that's the spot to be. Oh, here we go, I found one. So there's one in the box. There's one down in the box down there. We've got 3 barn cats. We have lots of mice. Their job is to grow up and eat the mice. But they like to hide in the gator. If you live on a farm or have kittens or have cats that are outside, they like to hide in places they shouldn't be. So I got to make sure they're not in there. I'm gonna make sure I find the 3rd one, and we'll get the gator out and head out to the fence. All right, so I have one end of the fence here. Now let's follow it down. You can see here where I curled it up last year. So we'll uncurl this. So you can see, hold on, let me spin you around. Here I am, I don't know, 3 feet short of this wood post. And if I grab the other end, I'm 4 feet short from that post. So I can either add in one little short chunk, or what I'll actually do is try and find the tensioner. Now I didn't see a tensioner that way, So let's walk this way and find that. So what the tensioner is you can't just put a line up taut. It's impossible. So there's a ratcheting mechanism that will be down here somewhere, hopefully, as I walk, and I've reached the end. So this is the side without the tensioner. So that means I need to go the other direction. But the tensioner is a ratcheting mechanism, so you can put the fence up loose, and then once you've got your whole perimeter done, or the length or run that you're going to do, you can tighten that fence. What you can also do is, depending on who installed the fence, you can put extra slack in there so that when something like this happens, you can let some of that slack out to be able to pull that fence back together. So down here in the grass, I found my tensioner. So I'm going to need to, I think what I'm going to do is relieve some pressure off of this, clean it up, get the grass off of it, and see where I'm at. Okay, I've assessed the situation. There's really no slack to be let out of that tensioner, but I think I can pull it together, right? It was one piece, it should be one piece again, and I should be able to pull it tight enough to get those to overlap and to splice it. But there's a couple specialty tools, kind of specialty tools, that I'll be using, so I wanted to show you those first. There's a lot of gnats out today. So the first look like bolt cutters, similar to bolt cutters, but you can see there's actually a gap in the end here. That's what's actually going to crimp the splice and squeeze down on that splice. This next piece is a wire tensioner, so I can put an end of one side of the wire over here, the other side over here, and ratchet that together. That'll help pull it together and keep tension on that while I splice it. Last thing are just splices. So you can see here, they're just essentially cylinders that I'll then use those splicing crimpers to crimp that down and hold it together. So this is the first time I've ever tried this. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to set you guys up. You can watch, see if I fail, see if it's easy. I'll let you know, give you a review when I'm done. Okay, so I've got about a 6-inch gap, and this thing's taut already. Like these bottom 2 wires that are not broken, I'm already tighter than that on this. So being a little inexperienced, a lot inexperienced, I'm gonna just add about a 1-foot chunk and then take the rest of the slack out at the tensioner. So I'll get a little chunk in here, add it in, and then tension it down at the end. All right, 1 splice, 2 splice. I've got a piece in there. Now we're going to go down here to the tensioner, grab my tool kit. We're going to go down to the tensioner and try and tension it up. So you might have seen there's a little pressure on there when I released the spring or the tension wire holder, so you got to be careful with this. But down here at this tensioner, it's just a ratchet mechanism. Be able to crank that. I'm really going to go off of, that's how tight the bottom 2 are, so I'm going to tighten to that. There's probably a spec, but I don't have that, so let's get this done. That's it. This one, they feel like they're the same tension. So that wasn't too bad. Getting the tension on, figuring out how to do that. The joints are holding down there because there's plenty of tension on this. I'm gonna go around and find some more of these that are loose, figure out where the brakes are, and try and get that fixed up. That's all I got today. It's pretty easy. So again, this is the first time I've ever done this. It wasn't hard at all. So don't be afraid to jump in on things like this and try them. But be careful. There was a lot of tension on this. If it does snap, that could hurt. So thanks for coming out to Cedar Cove Farm, and I will catch you guys next time.